Tonight on NewsCenter, we see Greek TNL from BCN. We speak to professors and students about the university's sickness leave. A new play comes to Morehead State University's campus. And we talk to the SGA presidential candidates. All this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Sahara LaForce.
And I'm Jason Hall.
Here's what's making headlines for April 4th, 2019.
Morehead State Student Government Association held their election debate Wednesday in preparation for executive board elections. Josh Bryant spoke with presidential candidates Shelby Auger, Nick Anderson, and Colby Burks.
Mainly for me, what I really want to address is the three things I'm running for on my platform. So the first is alcohol tolerance on campus. Second thing I'm really passionate about is scholarship distribution and awareness. Recently with my fiance, he found out that college in Morehead really wasn't the right path for him. So what I really want to do is work with career services to smooth out that transition for students who decide that college isn't right, Morehead isn't right, but Morehead is the reason that I'm here today.
Right, my name is Nick Anderson. I'm a two-term senator at Morehead State University, and I'm running for president. The main issue that my campaign is focused on is just revitalizing campus life. Is that the Morehead State of yesterday should not be greater than today. We need to bring events, concerts, and more activities to this campus that gets everyone engaged, that gets people out of the dorms and here on the weekends to make Morehead State the best it can be.
My name is Colby Burks. I'm currently the Vice President for the Student Government Association, and I'm now running for the opportunity to become President of the Student Government Association on Morehead State's campus. The big thing I'm wanting to do is make campus more inclusive, safer, and also continue its ability to foster success of all students.
So the Student Government Association elects their 6 executive board members each spring. We have elections that will come out through your Eagle Mail. You will receive it. A lot of times we get it in the clutter, so please be careful and sure to check your clutter email. It will come out at 12 a.m. on Monday, April 8th, and it will close on 11:59 p.m. on April 9th.
Morehead State was named 2019 School of the Year by the Kentucky Association of Residence Halls. The 5th annual KARH event was hosted in Aduc with 8 institutions and 60 representatives in attendance. Director of Housing Alan Rucker says, "We are incredibly proud to see our institution recognized as the School of the Year, and our staff and students get some well-earned recognition from their peers throughout the state for their accomplishments in service."
University of Kentucky student housing and food services are about to see some changes. UK President Eli Capilouto conceded to student demands after a protest earlier in the week. The hunger strike campaign involving sleeping in campus buildings and overnight and hunger strikes caught the president's attention. He met with students and councils to discuss a basic needs center to be opened on campus.
Many students are unaware of the university's policies on sickness and absences. NewsCenter's Olivia Lee met with students and professors on this topic.
Morehead State University has a strict policy on attendance. If a student has 3 or more unexcused absences, then the student's letter grade will drop in that course. Excused absences can be obtained under certain circumstances such as illness. When a student becomes sick, the student handbook states that if extended absences are necessary, the student should contact the assistant vice president or dean of students immediately. That's what Hannah Justice, senior at Morehead State, did.
About 2 years ago, I had the flu, and they gave me a flu test, but the results weren't available right away, but it was pretty obvious that I had the flu, and I asked for an excuse for my classes, and they gave me one without telling me how many days I got off. They printed off a couple sheets for me, and I got to looking later, and they had only given me 2 days off excuse for my classes.
Justice ended up taking an extra day off from classes to recover, and also risked her attendance affecting her.
Luckily, my professors were very understanding about the situation. I attend my classes pretty regularly, so they knew that if I skipped a class, something was wrong. So they were pretty understanding about it, and they let me have the extra day off to recover.
University policy also states that students must be aware of the professor's rules on attendance. Professor Stephen Middleton describes how his attendance policy for his classes work.
So I always kind of had the 2-week policy of unexcused days. So if you miss 2 weeks of class and you haven't let me know, or you don't have some sort of official excuse, that's considered an E. But I'm lax about it in the sense of if you have let me know or even went out of your way to tell me about it, I usually excuse you. And then of course if they go through the Dean of Students, then the Dean of Students will officially excuse people too.
Given the circumstances, Justice thinks that the university should take into consideration the degree of the sickness the student has and base the number of excused days on that. For NewsCenter, I'm Olivia Leet.
Now let's check in with Isaac Kroom for a preview of this week's weather.
Well, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day, right? I mean, it was just
Absolutely.
sunny outside. I think we topped out at 76 degrees, I think. So I mean, I'm gonna come out and say that spring is here. At least I'm hoping so.
I hope so too.
But those temperatures definitely will stick around for a while. That sunshine, though, I'm not so sure about it. There will be some showers coming up through the weekend, but we'll get more into that as weather comes up later on.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Isaac. When we get back, we have an interview with the director of a new show coming to campus next semester.
Are you interested in becoming a service dog sitter or handler? 4 Paws for Ability at MSU allows members to get involved with the Service Dog Association. During your membership, you could help future service dogs get used to a public setting and get accustomed to staying on the clock in a home environment. For more information, follow MSU 4 Paws or email msusda@outlook.com.
Welcome back. I'm here with Kyle King.
Hi, Kevin.
Well, Kyle, I hear that you work on a good show called NewsCenter.
Yes, so I am the producer and news director for MSU TV's NewsCenter, the one you're watching now. Yeah, so I've been doing that for 2 semesters now.
Very nice. So what exactly does that job entail?
So a lot of it makes sure the show runs smoothly. I oversee the entire production when it comes to our reporter meetings, where all of our reporters turn in their video packages and all the content you actually see when you're watching the show. And making sure the actual show, when we go live, goes over smoothly, making sure there's no issues, and then everything is taken care of the way it should be.
Okay, and I heard that you received an award for working on this show.
Yeah, so I am receiving the NewsCenter Student of the Year Award. So there is an award ceremony in April. The CVM major, there's 3 different awards. There is the CVM major. So the CVM major gives an award, as does the Trailblazer and NewsCenter. So the NewsCenter Student of the Year Award, that's what I will be receiving.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I heard, though, that you won't be working on this show next semester.
Yes, sadly, this is my last semester with NewsCenter. Starting next semester, I will be producing my own show. It is a multicam sitcom-based show about TV pilots that never really took off.
That's really interesting. So is this pilots that you've made or pilots?
So it's going to be all student-run.
Okay.
And it's going to be shot in the studio. Every episode is going to be a different pilot. So it's kind of like an anthology series. We will have a team of students create the script. We're going to have actors from the theater department come in to help act in the actual sitcom in the multicam-based show.
Very nice. And where will we be able to see this show?
So it's going to be on MSU TV. We're still working out what day it'll be on. But if you don't catch it live, you can watch it on the MSU TV 77 YouTube channel. And you can also watch it on the MSU TV website as well.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing. We will be right back with your weather update.
Come check out Morehead State Public Radio, conveniently located in Breckenridge Hall. Here at MSPR, students can work in a real newsroom environment and learn real-world skills that will help them in the work world. Students at MSPR can gain actual on-air broadcast experience. Some students even have the opportunity to produce their own programs. MSPR also provides community programming providing local news, sports, weather, and current events. Check out MSPR, where opportunities soar.
Well, good afternoon, Morehead. Let's check out what's going on with your weather today. So as you can see, the current conditions, they're 75 degrees and sunny. You couldn't ask for a better day. Make sure you get outside and enjoy the weather. 22% humidity. I mean, it's as comfortable as can be outside with 5-mile-per-hour winds. You can do anything you want to outside. Go swimming. Maybe not yet. That's a little too soon, right? But we can check our temperature map across Kentucky. It is 75 in Paducah. We apologize for that. 70 in Bowling Green, 74 in Louisville, 74 in Frankfort, Lexington, Morehead, and Ashland, and 73 in London. So again, just across the entire state, it's just a beautiful day. Make sure you're out there enjoying the weather because this will not last very long. As we can go into tonight's forecast, you can see even going into the night, that's not going to last. There will be precipitation occurring. 100% chance tonight is going to happen. So make sure that if you do leave the house, that you are aware of that you bring a rain jacket or umbrella, whatever you need to bring. Just make sure that you are aware that there's going to be showers tonight. There's going to be a low of 54 degrees, so it's going to get a little bit more cold, and the sunset will be setting at 7:59 p.m. So just be aware of all of those things. As we continue into tomorrow, it's going to stay the same pretty much. There's going to be showers, a good chance for those, especially in the morning, but that chance will dwindle as we go throughout the rest of the day. A high of 64 degrees, so not as nice as yesterday or today, but it'll still be pretty nice tomorrow as far as temperature goes, with the sunrise occurring at 7:13 in the morning. So let's bounce over to our 7-day forecast. So today it was just a perfect day, 76 degrees and sunny. Can't ask for a better day than that. Tomorrow, again, 90% chance for showers, especially in the morning, 64 degrees with a low of 51. Saturday, 71 degrees as the high, mostly cloudy, a small chance for rain, but that chance increases as we go into Sunday, where we have a high of 76 and a low of 62 with a 50% chance of storms. Monday, more showers to continue. Tuesday, it continues to be cloudy. And then Wednesday, we finally get a break from all the rain and we go back into sunny skies and comfortable conditions. That's all for weather, and now let's hop over to sports with Harvey.
Good evening, Moorhead. I'm Harvey Rice with your sports update. The Moorhead State Beach Volleyball team took on Eastern Kentucky this past Tuesday at home. The first match saw Moorhead complete a clean sweep of EKU winning the match 5-0. The day continued with Moorhead winning 4-1. This brings their record to 11-4 on the year, with their next game coming this weekend in South Carolina at the Conway Classic. Tuesday continued to be an eventful day for Moorhead as the baseball team took on Ohio University at Ohio. The Eagles faced an early deficit, going down 6-0 in the third inning. Infielder Chase Sorter did his best to help the Eagles' offense by adding 2 RBIs. However, this effort fell short as the Eagles lost by a score of 12-3. This brings the Eagles' record to 18-11 on the year. They are back in action this Friday at home against SIU Edwardsville. The softball team continued their season this past Sunday against UT Martin in Tennessee. The Eagles saw a strong performance by first baseman Cheyenne Meyer, who hit a home run in the third inning. However, this effort fell short as the Eagles fell by a score of 10-1. They then hit the field again looking for a win, but came up short again, losing 11-2. This brings their record to 2-22 on the year. They will look to get back on track on Friday against Belmont at home. The women's golf team played in the Esto Island tournament this past weekend. The Eagles placed 13th out of 16 teams while being led by junior Gypsy Hutchison, who placed 22nd. This was the final regular season tournament the year for the Eagles, who will now turn their attention to the Ohio Valley Conference Golf Championships, which will take place on April 15th through the 17th. Stay tuned for more news after the break.
We don't care where you are from. We support you. We need you. We love you. In Morehead State University, we major in diversity.
We need you. We love you.
Taking place at the Claypool Young Art Building, Morehead State University's Department of Art and Design is home to a number of programs and classes. You can take courses in painting, drawing, graphic design, history, photography, and more. You can even obtain a degree in art education or a Bachelor of Fine Arts. To find out more about the Department of Art and Design, you can call 606-783-2766 or email arde@moreheadstate.edu.
Want to lose weight but don't know where to start? The first step is simple. Get active. Take a stroll from your dorm down to the Fuzzy Duck for about a 1-mile round trip. You can take it a step further and start cooking some healthy food, but walk to IGA instead of driving to Kroger. That's about 1.5 miles. And when you want to reward yourself for making progress, a trip to the movies is a 3-mile round trip. Once walking gets too easy, you can always start jogging. Happy exercising!
Tired of playing video games by yourself?
Kimmy.
Don't have any friends to play board games with? Or any friends at all? Then come join the Morehead State gaming community every Tuesday night at 7 to enjoy board games, video games, and more. Hosted on the second floor of the Camden Carroll Library.
Bus 60 Monday night put 2 people in the hospital, one with life-threatening injuries. A woman called the police after she heard screaming. She reported she saw a fight between 5 individuals, 2 of which looked hurt. Rowan County Sheriff's Office is currently looking for 2 juveniles who are suspected to be responsible for the incident. They believe a third may be involved.
Last week, members of the Baptist Campus Ministries, as well as other students, met in Button Auditorium for a special version of their weekly sketch comedy show.
The Morehead State Baptist Campus Ministry hosted their annual Greek Tuesday Night Live event on March 26th in Button Auditorium. Tuesday Night Live is a show that is put on every other Tuesday at the BCM that includes live skits and music as well as guest speakers.
We are able to engage with students on campus, and we are able to, like tonight we had all campus, so we were able to bring in the Greeks and just like come together, make funny skits and fillers, and them also be in the band, so we can engage with them and also just build relationships that are, friendships.
Being involved with Greek and also the BCM, I think that it is really eye-opening because a lot of times it's hard to affiliate Christ or Jesus with sorority life. But when you come here and when you get involved, I feel like it's easier to let you be a light to others, to maybe open them up to the V as well. And so, yeah, I feel like it's just a good place to get people involved through the sorority because everyone's welcome.
Everyone likes a good show, everyone likes to laugh, so it appeals to all people, and it brings people in to enjoy that. But then also, we call it comedy with a purpose because at the end of the comedy show, we want to share a message, and the message is also something that is for everyone, and that is the gospel message.
You can stop by for the next TNL this Tuesday at 8 at the BCM. For NewsCenter, I'm Isaac Kroon.
Morehead's Theater and Dance Department premiered an original play last week, written by one of their own. Last week, the theater department transformed the Lucille Cottle Little Theater into the Big Top with the world premiere of The Snipe Hunter's Circus, a play written by Morehead's own Will Murphy. Theater professor Becky Scott directed the show with student Alex Castle assistant directing. We talked to Alex about what Snipe Hunter Circus is all about.
The Snipe Hunter Circus is about how life is a snipe hunt, and it can be a circus, and it can always go in circles, but there's always a connection to come back to.
The show was on for 3 days, running from Thursday to Saturday, and cost $7 to attend.
The process has been a different experience for me because I'm usually an actor, and being on stage, it's easy to understand what's happening. But being an assistant director and seeing how all of it is created, it's an amazing experience. I would never change it.
Snipe Hunters was the last of the theater and dance department's plays for the semester, but be sure to come out and support the upcoming dance concert Viewpoints Redefined, running from April 17th to the 20th.
Now, please, enjoy your refreshments, enjoy the entertainment, and take a break from our hunt.
While searching for Samantha Sperry, a missing person since March 2018, Graves County, Kentucky deputies found 41-year-old fugitive Ernest Hendrickson. Hendrickson was a fugitive on parole for drug and other charges. Police found a two-way radio at his home they believe he was using to help him evade the authorities. He has been arrested and the search for Samantha continues.
Despite international outcry, the Asian nation of Brunei has continued their campaign against human rights. The new law enacts stoning gay individuals to death and amputating limbs of thieves. The law is a part of a new penal code of their Sharia law, which is Islamic law based off of the Quran and other writings. Interpretation of Sharia law varies widely from country to country. Brunei has a population of 430,000 with tremendous oil wealth, as reported by the New York Times. After the break, we'll be right back with more news.
Welcome to Moorhead Tonight. Get in here.
Welcome to, as you saw at the beginning of the show, I'm off of medication, so this will be a good episode. A lot of response. Number one late night show in all of Rowan County. That is tremendous. The audience has spoken. Both of them enjoyed the show. Oh, we're going to take a break. Quiet now. You can't Jimmy Fallon on us.
Grant Johnson. Whew, boy, he's talented.
What are your strengths, weaknesses, any prior work experience?
Strengths, I'm really desperate and need this job. Weaknesses, I don't really have any that I know, but I've been told I'm an excellent juggler.
He should have gone to the suit bank. Career Services, now located on the ground floor of the library, has free professional attire available in the suit bank. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 till 4:30. Stop by and get the right attire to ace your next interview. Hope to see you soon.
The Cave Run Symphony Orchestra performed Russian masterworks at the Moorhead Conference Center Sunday under the direction of Dr. Timothy Durbin. Musicians Kyle Goodson and Colin Barth share with us how they got involved in the symphony and what makes Russian masterworks a special performance.
Hi, my name's Kyle Goodson.
I'm Colin Barth.
Most of the people here are, I'd say a lot of the people here are faculty for either Moorhead or EKU or some UK faculty, but there are a good number of students that are currently enrolled in school. There's several GAs or like teacher assistants here, grad students and the such, but there are a good number of older current undergraduate students at Moorhead. So I've been coming to Cave Run concerts for several years, and we're both in the percussion studio, and our professor, Dr. Brian Mason, asked us if we'd be available this weekend.
We actually had a couple weeks notice, but we generally don't get the information for it until like the week of, and it's kind of spontaneous, but we're used to it. That's our life, so we just kind of adapt. Spring performance, I'd say the only significance of this concert is we have a concerto to play with. We have a pianist who's we're playing around and accompanying, and this I think is the first instance of me ever playing in that kind of setting, so it's interesting.
Head coach of UK men's basketball, John Calipari, signed a lifetime contract with the Wildcats earlier this week. Calipari's previous contract with Kentucky ran through 2024, according to USA Today. Calipari made $9.2 million this year alone. This contract makes him the highest paid college basketball coach in the country. In an interview with ESPN, Calipari said, "Where else would I want to coach?" School officials say that the Kentucky deal is constructed as a contract extension until Calipari retires, and then takes on a lifetime role as ambassador to the university.
Mohammed Fathi Hussein Zayan, an Egyptian man falsely accused of attempting to kidnap a child at the Huntington Mall, has been released from jail after it was revealed the facts surrounding the case had been embellished. Originally, the mother of the child in question claimed that Zayan had grabbed her daughter's hair in an Old Navy store in the West Virginia Mall and had attempted to drag her away. The mother's original statement said that she pulled a gun on him and the man retreated. According to police, the man had actually patted the girl on the head rather than pulled on her hair. Zayan's attempted abduction charge has not yet been officially dropped, but he has been released on a reduced bond.
Cosmetics mogul Jeffree Star has had approximately $2.5 million worth of makeup stolen from one of the several different warehouses that store his production Images of the stolen products have surfaced in various online markets selling for a reduced price. Among the stolen goods are his Northern Lights highlighter palettes, lip liners, 5000 Platinum Ice highlighter palettes, and the entire stock of a certain shade of an unreleased concealer. Star has been working with the Federal Bureau of Investigation to find out who the culprits are. According to Star, one of the major players in the heist has been arrested, though the FBI has yet to comment on the situation.
That's all the news we have for you this week.
Join us next week for your weekly news update. I never spoke that fast my whole entire life. That was so hard. I was literally, he said speed it up and I was like,